Okay, so this is the Hypertough, was it 99323 3/8 drive long neck electric ratchet, 12 volt, and it's just a cheap one from Walmart. But I wanted to show what it's able to do. Hopefully you can see this. So I have not touched these bolts. This motor is getting rebuilt. So let's see. Okay, as you can see, that's a little, well, maybe it actually turned a little. Okay, it's not gonna go all the way. A little bit of a crank. Well, that was too easy. So we'll go ahead and, I don't know if you see the torque in that. This actually has more torque. So let's see, we'll go ahead and make sure that's tight. And I'll show you the Hercules 3/8 shorty. This is also with the bigger battery. So this is the biggest battery you can get with the Hercules. And of course it made a fool of me. Probably should put a regular battery on there. But what we can do is do it the other way. See what this maxes out at. Okay, so that's all she's got with the Hercules. Usually this has more torque than the Hercules in most cases. So maybe the battery might be a little bit low. Get it on there. That was too easy. So I usually find this one actually has a little bit more torque putting things on than the Hercules, but I like the speed of the Hercules better getting off. So I kind of keep both of them for the different things, and I have, of course, the 3/8 long neck and the Hercules as well. But for the most part, what I'm trying to talk about is this guy here. For as cheap as it is at Walmart, you know, this thing, I've had it for a long time. As you can see, it has been abused. I've worked for an independent. This thing's been used as a daily. I've used it to overhaul motors, do timing jobs, to do just about anything you could possibly think of, brake jobs, you name it. And to be honest, the battery lasts as long as my Hercules battery, not the 4 amp, but the 2 amp. I think it's our 1.2, 1.5 or something like that, whatever the smaller one is. Lasts just as long, if not longer. And those are lithium. This is nickel metal hydride, I think. These are 2 amp. I don't see where it says. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are going to be like nickel metal hydride or something, or nickel cadmium 2 amp. But I don't know. What I can say is, after all this use and all this abuse, in a daily use in an actual shop, 9 hours a day, this thing actually works very well, and I'm very happy with it for the price. Obviously, it's no Snap-on, no Mac, but when you're trying to find something cheap to get you by and you don't have to worry about somebody stealing it, this is the way to go. So let's see if we can do another bolt here. Nope, not quite. Sometimes if you spin it, oh, yep, like that. So it just knocked that one loose. So really isn't a bad deal at all. So if you're looking at one of these, maybe for your house, maybe if you're a shade tree mechanic, you know, and you don't want something that's going to get stolen, something that might get barred out, or if you're just looking for something to do some daily, you know, around the house repairs, maybe oil changes and brakes and things like that around your house, this is perfect. Would I use it at a dealership, you know, where, you know, 45 bucks an hour, and if your Ratchet breaks down and now all of a sudden the job's turning into something major and this is the only thing you have, you know, I wouldn't do it. I have the shorty 3/8 and the other long neck 3/8 from Hercules. So I have all these backups. If one fails, I just go on to the next and I can keep going, go pick me up another. So personally, I would say these actually are good. They're great for the price. They do good for the most part. Um, definitely get the job done. I guess out of 5 stars, I'd give it. I mean, I guess if you had to do overall performance, a 3 compared to Mac and Milwaukee and Snap-on and all the others. I would have to say probably a 3. But if you're talking about price to performance, I probably would give it like a 4.5. Maybe price to performance, I'd probably give it a 5. The Hercules, I think, is a little bit better price to performance, but then, of course, then the price goes up, and so you're getting better performance based off of the price. So, if you're talking about this price point, um, 5 star. If you're talking about overall value for performance, I would say Hercules is the 5 star. This one, shortly behind at 4 or 4.5 stars. But you know what? I would use this in a dealership if I had other stuff to back up just in case. And I do have the extra battery. I don't like that the batteries are slow charge, but if you put the battery on at night when you leave, get up in the morning, get back to the shop in the morning, the battery's fully charged. So if you have a second battery and you just cycle through them every day, you're fine. These batteries, I tend to charge them at, I would say every Friday I take everything home and I charge up all the batteries and they're good on Monday. Depending how much I use this, it'll take 2 batteries for the whole week. Sometimes I go the whole entire week on 1 battery. So actually, they're really not bad at all. You know, it's really good. So I would say if you have 2 batteries that you could cycle through, it definitely go for it. If you're just starting out, Lube Tech or something, or you're just getting started and need something cheap, by all means, definitely go this route just to get you going, get that money made, and then buy you the good tools and keep this as backup spare. Or like I do, I put different sockets on different ones for different things, so I can just cycle through without having to keep taking these off and wearing them out. I can just put one, run it, set it down, grab the other one, pull that one, do that one, and I can go back and forth between all 3 if I have different size bolts that we're doing, like on engine rebuilds and stuff. It makes things a lot easier. So anyhow, I hope that helps.